On this episode, we travel to Croatia to investigate a prison island where more than 4,000 people lost their lives.
Hello? What the f was that? Was you a prisoner of war? Hey. Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah, did you hear? What the f?
Goli, which translates to Barren Island, is an uninhabited island that was the site of a political prison which was in use when Croatia was part of Yugoslavia from 1949 to 1989. Throughout World War I, Austria-Hungary sent Russian prisoners of war from the Eastern Front to Goli. Then in 1949, the entire island was officially made into a high-security, top-secret prison and labour camp run by the authorities of the People's Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. Throughout the infantile period, it was used to incarcerate political prisoners, which included known and alleged Stalinists, but also other communist parties of Yugoslavia members or even non-party citizens accused of exhibiting sympathy or leaning towards the Soviet Union. Many anti-communists, which were Serbian, Croatian, Macedonian, Albanian and other nationalists, were also incarcerated on Goli. Non-political prisoners were also sent to the island to serve out simple criminal sentences, and some of them were sentenced to death. A total of approximately 16,000 political prisoners served there, of which between 400 to 600 died on the island. Other sources, largely based on various individual statements, claim that almost 4,000 prisoners died in the camp. The prison inmates were forced to quarry stone, create pottery, and to do other activities without any regard to the weather conditions. In the summer, the temperature would rise as high as above 40 degrees Celsius, while in the winter they were subjected to the chilling Bora wind and freezing temperatures. The prison was entirely inmate run, and its system forced the convicts into beating, humiliating, denouncing and shunning each other. Those who cooperated could hope to rise above and receive better treatment. After Yugoslavia normalized relations with the Soviet Union, Goli prison passed to the provincial jurisdiction of the People's Republic of Croatia as opposed to the Yugoslav federal authorities. Regardless, the prison remained a taboo topic in Yugoslavia until the 1980s. The prison was shut down on 30th of December 1988 and completely abandoned in 1989. Since then, it has been left to ruin and its haunting past still lingers on this once known island of death.
Boys, I'm ready for this. This is the highlight of the trip right now. This is what I've been waiting for.
So yeah, this is the one. This is why we came to Croatia, because of this location we're about to do now. The prison island. Absolutely crazy stuff, and yeah, the day is today. Let's go.
Oh mate, it's happening. As if this is actually happening right now. Alright, here we go.
Step on the rubber, it's okay.
Step on rubber,
You can step on the rubber.
Step on rubber bit.
Ooh, hey! There we go.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've been on the boat.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on the boat.
Yeah, mate. Oh, a very long time. It is. I'm moving to Croatia after this. I'm not joking. It's a pirate's life. Yeah, I don't know about you boys, but I'm moving to Croatia after this.
It's sick, innit? It is though, innit?
Damn, son. What's going on with your hair, man? It's a big wave. boy!
Yeah! That's what we wanted! Yeah!
Well, we've arrived at Goli Island. This is going to be interesting. Prison Island. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's full. Jess can climb up properly.
It's all good.
Yeah, go. Thank you again.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. See you later, man.
Cheers, man.
Oh, boy,
yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, just look at the water. It's so crystal clear. It's unbelievable. Mate, I just want to get in that.
But saying that, I probably don't want to get in because yesterday, we was paranoid about sea urchins, and we actually went out to go buy some shoes. Bought some shoes. I went in the sea. What happened? Sea urchin straight in my foot. All the spines, the needles are all in my toes. I had to try to pull them out with tweezers last night. It was ruthless, and I've still got like 3 splinters in my toe. Not cool, but sea urchins.
So just looking at these train tracks here, it looks like they were importing stuff from the dock area just here, probably to supply the whole prison. Now, in 1949, the entire island was officially made into a high-security, top-secret prison. So this must have been pretty ruthless if it was top security. So the guy who took us over basically said in high season, this place is super busy with tourists. Now, there's only a few boats here, but we've got it till 9 o'clock tonight. So this should be interesting. The Paranormal on Croatia's Alcatraz.
So if you've been watching the Croatian series, just drop the comments right now. I want to know how many people have actually been watching the crazy locations and what we've been investigating. But Croatia, honestly, Croatia is like probably the country, if not the country, that I love the most. The people are so friendly, the place is so cool, and the scenery is just like absolutely mind-blowing.
This definitely must be some kind of dockyard area. We've got a lamppost going round. Must have been bringing all the cargo into here. Oh my god, you knew it's still a gecko, bro.
Oh my god, I don't want to kill any geckos.
Nah, man, I reckon this island's gonna be filled to the maximum with geckos.
Gecko Island.
Gecko Island.
Lizard Island, mate.
We investigate Gecko Island. So just looking at this right now, this must be some kind of warehouse, factory or something, but it is said that 4,000 people died on the island because it was used as a labour camp. So basically the labour camp would have been, you know, you get incarcerated on the island and they make you smash rocks up, make things, and just create different stuff to basically export from the island for free. And a lot of people died. They were worked to death basically. They'd be up at 6 in the morning, work all the way through baking heat till late at night, hardly any food, and yeah, that's the result, just death. Just looking at this, this must have been some kind of like substation or something. We've got power lines, power masts coming to this building right here. This definitely looks like a substation. Gotta keep watching where I'm going because like, I'm in shorts and there's like cacti everywhere. We've got geckos in the bush. Look at him there. Can it go? Let's have a look in here then. Wow, check that out. It's crazy the roof is still supported. I think it would have rotted by now. It just looks so dry, the wood. You can see the footings on the floor here. Must have had some kind of engines or something.
But it's been something that's heavy, mate, to have them footings.
Yeah, it's just there, isn't it?
The roof's gone in this part. Then you've got rails on the floor.
Wow, look at that.
Look at the geckos, guys.
Geckos there, look at that. How fast is that? It's moving rapid. See more train tracks on the floor right here. Must have been bringing some crazy supplies into this. It's like some little network.
So we're just going to keep walking around, explore this place, just see what we can find. Now, obviously this place is technically a ruin, but we're going to work further to the top of the mountain on the island to come to the prison and just investigate the prison, see if it's actually haunted. Now, going around the world, checking out locations with dark history such as this place. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be haunted for sure, but with a history like it is, I think there's going to be something, 100%.
Wow, look at all the cacti. That's crazy. I don't even want to touch that. Alright, just go into this random room. The paint peeling on the door. Yo, what is this? sheep. Sheep lining. It's crazy. What the hell is that about? Whoa, check that out. Massive press. That is nuts. So apparently they were actually turning things into like pottery. They were doing wood carvings as well. A lot of woodwork going in this place. But yeah, look at that. That is super, super old. I take it they must have like a weight on there or something with someone operating it. We've got like a workbench here as well, which is actually made out of brick. It's like a concrete framing with a steel edging with just bricks laid on top of it. It's really bizarre. So just looking at the scenery and the blue water, it's hard to vision, you know, this island was such a hellhole. Only 13,000 people passed this island and over 4,000 died. 4,000 labourers died. Now it's a burning hot day today, it's like 32 degrees I think it is. And we're just absolutely sweating big time out here. It's hard work, but it's definitely not as hard work as, you know, the labourers. Especially in conditions, I think the weather here in the high season goes like 42 degrees Celsius. Now obviously you can imagine the graft work back in the day. All day, every single day, for the end of days. Out here in the baking sun, dehydrated, and just dying. It's a horrible thought, really. Wow, wait a minute, just to think, these stones were probably handed by labourers, smashing them up. That's why there's a massive mound over there. They've actually made something out of it, like a wall. So we just come to another building now. I can see this writing actually on the building, but I'm not too sure what it says. Guys, drop the comments right now, translate that, and drop it down below. I want to know. It kind of looks like a filling station almost. They've got like several train tracks, 4 in total. So maybe it's kind of like a loading bay or something. Maybe they were dropping stuff down into the cars. I'm not too sure. We've got one here as well.
It has lines in it for trains.
Is it? Oh yeah, look at that. That is bizarre. Got train tracks going inside here, but it's like some kind of vat. You can see where they used to screw the door shut. What the hell is that? It's got like fans or something on either side. I really don't know what the hell that is about. Mate, look at that. What the hell even is that?
Don't know, but it's big, whatever it were.
Yeah, isn't it?
But what's that?
I don't know, man. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's got alley inside.
Now I know why they called this island Goli otok. It actually translates to barren island. And just looking all around, it's literally just a wasteland. But the walls come across here where the prisoners would have been smashing the rock up and turning them into walls. Now on top of those walls they've got train tracks coming along down into like the silo section just over there where they would dump the rock down for more processing into these warehouses. So we just pointed this out. You can actually see on this lamp right at the top there's bullet holes going through the dome piece. So I wonder what happened here. Why would they come in here shooting it up? So we've literally been walking for half an hour or so to try to get to the prison. It's baking hot weather. And we're just walking past this like forest section. You could see all the rocks where they must have been just breaking the rock up basically. There's all little dugout sections. All the rock is just absolutely everywhere. Littered throughout the woods itself. This thing, obviously, prisoners. Just all in this forest section here, just smashing the rocks up. It's horrible. Let's go to another building here, but this is actually a concrete floor, so there must be driving vehicles up to this point. Now, I don't know what's in here. It's probably more warehouses or something. They've got like a bay section here, so maybe they're doing maintenance on the cars or vehicles. Oh my god, there we go. Freak.
Jump straight onto that.
Yeah, mate.
Pretty high, that.
One-handed job.
No hands, mate. Innit?
Yeah, go on.
It's quite high, innit, that?
Yeah. Just run up it, mate.
Oh! That was close, mate.
Oh!
Come on, last try. got me. I got me.
First time lucky.
Oh no, I can't do it.
So we just come to this section here, and it looks like they've got some like serious heavyweight pens going on, but there's more writing right here. Now I don't know if it's graffiti or whether this would have been back from when it was a prison, but if you can understand that, drop the comments below. I want to know. Oh mate, check this out. Look at all the bones.
Oh my god, yeah, still bones. Oh, don't touch it. That's creepy, that man.
That is creepy. So it looks like we're coming to another warehouse. Still not at the prison yet. It's taken us a while to find the prison. I so want to get to the prison and see what it's about, but this place is huge. So we're just coming to this warehouse, and Wheaty's just pointed this out. Check this out. 2-cylinder engine. What era would you say that is?
Oh, that's 80s, that.
I reckon, yeah.
I just don't know, because the only thing that makes me think it might not be 80s is that.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
But then again, that's very old. It's the same year as the listers I used to fix, so it might even be 70s, bro.
Yeah, mad. Oh, it's come to this massive hole in the ground. There's an oil tank just stored below here right now. Now, I don't know whether it would have been like a fuel tank or something. Not too sure, but that goes down quite deep. So I'm guessing this must have been like maybe all the generators, maybe this was the substation. I'm not too sure. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, what's going on with this place. It's just so random and scattered about everywhere. So we're on the rooftop of this building, and just looking around, there's buildings absolutely everywhere. There's one there. There's a whole load of buildings going up this road, up this hill. Loads over there as well. So I don't think we're actually going to investigate these buildings. We've not got enough time. But there is 2 prisons on this island. That's what we want to investigate. That's where a lot of the chronic stuff would have been taking place. But wow, check this out. I don't know if this roof is going to be safe or not, but we'll find out. Man, the sun is so baking hot. Wheat is all the way over there already. Looks like silos or something. Train tracks going along again, dumping all the rock into the silos. So I just got this dope shot from the drone, which you wouldn't have seen in the intro, flying down here. But yeah, luckily they got sensors on the drone, because there was something hidden that I didn't see, and it literally stopped itself before smacking into it, so that was good. But yeah, this looks like part of the prison actually. Not too sure. Creepy buildings, but apparently the prison is this way. So let's just get to the prison and see what it's about. So before we continue the video, I just want to shout Sneak Energy for sponsoring this video right now. Use code DATV on sneakenergy.com. Also, we're repping the brand new Dark Arts merch, the Collection 20. Got the Demon t-shirt on right now. But yeah, you can get them over at datvofficial.com. And yeah, it just helps fund more trips, such as this Croatia trip. It's been amazing, and the activity we've been getting is unbelievable. But wow, that's a pretty damn steep hill. I'm out of breath. So just looking at this building right here, I just noticed this pillbox, yet again hidden low down to the ground. But I can't see a way into that, so maybe it's some underground tunnels or something. But yeah, maybe they were used. I'm not too sure whether this island actually got invaded or not. It's probably just for, you know, security for people coming onto the island, people trying to escape from the island as well. These would have been manned. Probably would have been shoot on sight as well. It's pretty crazy. Easy to think that actually these buildings were probably actually built by the prisoners themselves.
Mad, isn't it?
It's crazy, isn't it? A lot of work gone into this. And it's not just a small complex too, this is like the whole entire island, and this island's pretty damn big. It's just nuts. Hey, look at that though. It's like newish brickwork right there.
Oh, yeah.
Just coming to this kitchen section here, look at this. They've actually got wooden panelling going around the columns. That's very unusual, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Just looking at this with the fences around as well. They've got like pens, I know it's one of these down at the bottom there, but it's a bigger version of this. Now, I don't know whether they were like, I don't know, what do you reckon that would have been? They look like troughs.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah.
Growing food, animals maybe.
Yeah. Because obviously this would have had to have been self-sustaining most of the time anyway. We're still walking, it's a race against time right now because the sun is going down. Need to get the drone shots. Obviously need to get inside the prison, get some B-roll footage and do some investigation, and we've literally got 2 hours to do that. I don't know if this is going to call for a return visit. I'm not too sure. We are pushed for time. We didn't realise how far this was actually going to be. Oh my days. There's got all buildings everywhere on the hillside, but I think the prison should be this way somewhere. I don't think we're going to make it, you know. So we just turn up to the prison. This is it. Finally here. After God knows how many hours of walking. But wow, check this out. It's crazy. Because we've got 2 hours, I think we have to split up, aren't we?
Yeah, mate, definitely.
Definitely have to split up right now.
Cell with the red numbers on. Make sure you holler me, man.
Yeah, I'll do, man. I don't even know where wheat is, so... Right, let's go. I'm going to start off over this area, I think, first. Just see what the deal is. It's going to be creepy walking around here on my own. So look at all these prison beds. They're all just stacked up. I don't know why they've been taken out. It would have been cool. Yeah. Oh, there's Wheaty. What's going on, man?
Alright, mate.
It's a bit of a weird bump into, isn't it? Let's have a look in here then.
The upstairs looks like it could have been cells, but I don't know what the downstairs was. I think the creche areas, because one of the ones up there looks like a food hall.
Really?
Yeah, the one up there is nice.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that kitchen. Smells funny in here though. Why does it smell like that? All I can describe it as like, you know, silicone. You silicone all the gaps in your doors and windows, that's what it smells like. Yes, very... Yeah. Hey, look at that. They just literally stacked that on top of a prison bed. Oh, look at that, man. That's got to be the prison block up there, isn't it?
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, they would have had cages all along the top, so we need to get to the top part there. So maybe they would have had the cells at the top. Because I suppose it's kind of like less chance to escape maybe in a way, isn't it? It's more higher up.
Yeah, but I was thinking, if you're going to escape, where are you going to go?
Oh, you're not going to go anywhere, innit?
Because I was thinking all the doors are wooden doors, and I was thinking, yeah, but even if you got out of it, what's that going to get you?
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, you can tell, look, this is definitely a prison wing now. Prison corridors. Look at this. Washrooms. Them sinks again. It's crazy. You just don't see sinks like that anymore. They'd be worth a fortune, those, at Reclamation Yard. Wow. Wow, check these toilets out. There's actually no toilet seat. You literally squat in the toilet itself. It's pretty gross.
I get the urge to kick your foot behind your arm and do this. That's the proper childish little dickhead in me coming out of that. Mate, if I'd walked past that room and not seen them marks, I'd be pissed off.
So looking in here, this kind of looks like a group room, prison cells, but saying that, would they really have all wooden flooring? I'm not too sure. Right, okay, so I've literally just stopped for a couple of minutes. Wheat is left now, but I'm going to try a spirit box in these rooms just to see if anything does happen. It'd be interesting to see. Oh, I don't know yet. Just don't know where the prison cells would have been. You found it yet? Yeah. Weird, isn't it? So using a spirit box in a foreign country has turned out quite interesting actually. Majority of Croatia or Yugoslavia would have spoke English anyway. 80% English. So let's just try the spirit box if we can get anywhere. Hello? That's, I think, the first word that came through then said something's working. Are there any labourers here? Hello? Hello? Is this the prison block? If you can see me right now and understand what I'm saying to you, try and use this device in my hand to speak with me. Is this the prison block? Nothing's too interesting so far. It's strange because it's got bars on the window, so it made me think, you know, that it is a prison block. Can you see me right now? Nothing. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to just keep roaming around through the buildings and just see what we find. I kind of feel like this is admin all of a sudden. I don't know why. But it wouldn't make sense with all the sinks unless it was like, you know, officers area. It does seem pretty posh. Well, not posh, but you know what I mean, a little bit better than prison standards. But it still doesn't explain the massive gate on the door. So I've literally got insect repellent, but look at this. All them bites. It's ruthless. So itchy. I think that's the prison, I just don't understand it. So bizarre. I can hear Wheaty shouting, "Where are you?" No way. Oh, we've got an exercise area here. Got basketball. It's like a court up there. Checking this is the cells then, or what? Kind of looks like admin.
Come with me out the back of this building. There's more buildings behind.
Is there?
Yeah, come.
Oh yeah, look. It's weird, isn't it?
This was somebody's cell, bro.
Do you know what it is? Recently, every time I go somewhere now, there's always like naked bits of
The
women.
whole room's full of them. I wonder if that was somebody's cell, but come back here, look in here. I really didn't want to go down here on my own.
It's pitch black in here. Oh yeah, look, prison cells, bro. These are the cells, look how small they are.
But what was that behind, though?
I don't know. Oh my days, look at that.
It's
Mate,
fossilised.
is it a sheep?
Must be.
Jesus. But yeah, we just go into this area now. We thought, you know, that was the cells down below, but it's not. Look, it's a stage area, it's a cinema. Look, got the seats and stuff still there. That is insane.
That's cool, that. That's horrible.
Right, so we're going to try a spirit box in here. I think this is definitely admin block though, but we'll try. That's what the deal is. Hello? How was that? So that's one saying ha ha. This is the officer's block.
Sporting.
Sporting?
It's mad because there's a basketball court there and it's what it's called the stadium up there.
Yeah. So any officers still here?
Wow, that sounded a bit dark, innit?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to switch this off. I'm going to try an EVP, because it's deadly silent there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's try an EVP and see what happens. Who's here with us now? If you can see us, try speaking to this device in my hand. Do you understand us? Do you hear a footstep?
Yeah. That's why I turned around, I thought someone was behind me.
Yeah, it's definitely like a footstep. I'm going to play it back.
Footsteps.
Yeah, footsteps. We knew we heard that. We knew we heard that.
Footsteps right there. Footsteps right there. Yeah, so obviously there's footsteps right there. Yeah. But obviously we heard the footsteps afterwards, which is pretty bizarre. Let's just keep moving, let's just try to find these prison cells. An owl?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
It's no owl, that.
That's not an owl.
What is that? That sounds scary, that, whatever that is. I hope it's no wild dogs, man.
Unless the cells are in this part here.
What? Wait, what's that?
Listen, it comes from over there and then some answers it from over there.
Do you think it's the shepherds? Calling them home? That they're all going home?
Where?
You not seen them
Yeah,
on the
it
hill?
is. I bet it's the rab shepherds calling it sheep.
Oh, yeah.
Because look, all sheep are moving one direction now.
Yeah.
That's mad, that, if it is.
That's crazy, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at all the sheep on the hill there. So the sound we're actually hearing just then, it's they actually have shepherds living on the island. Who live on the island. It's pretty crazy. Rab shepherds. Yeah, look at all the sheep just coming in now. It's nuts. Right, okay, so me and Wheaty are actually running down to the bottom end because apparently there is some isolation cells. The first building that we had walked past. So we're just going to go down there and try some more stuff, and then we've got to walk like a mile or so to the next part of the prison, back to where we came from. So we're actually really rushed for time. We couldn't get a boat company to basically pick us up at a later time unless we actually stayed on the island, but it's definitely not advisable.
No, definitely not happening, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm not staying on the island, bro.
No.
I don't want to get bit to death, man.
Yeah, I'd rather literally you plan a whole other trip to come back to Croatia just to do this.
Yeah.
Island, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's too much to see on this island. Right, so it's just come to the isolation cells. Let's have a look down here then. Feels creepy down here. What? It's creepy down here, man. What? Yeah, look at the cells. Oh man, that's scary. Wow, I couldn't imagine actually being in there.
No, I couldn't. It's horrible, isn't it, to think about?
You must have been doing something pretty chronic to be in isolation.
They might have just not been talking.
Yeah, that's just it.
Or not been grafting as much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just not physically capable of doing what they wanted them to do.
Yeah, and just get thrown in there.
Yeah.
Scary, man.
It is scary, yeah.
If these walls could talk right now.
I always say that, man. I'd love to be a fly on the wall from back in there.
Yeah. Right, let's run the spirit box, see what happens. Hello? You heard that?
A bang?
It was like a...
Oh no, I heard a bang, mate. I thought I heard a bang.
Tell you what, before I go into that, I'm gonna run an EVP because we just heard that then.
EVPs are the best lately.
Right. Right, let's run an EVP. So if you can see us and understand us right now, try and use this device in my hand to speak with us. Is there any prisoners still here? Did you die here?
We heard your voice a second ago, if that was you. Play it back.
Still have the hinges and the massive lock on it, watch you in.
Oh.
It's like a knock. It's like a knock.
What? Did you hear that?
What?
What was that?
What is that? That is weird, isn't it? Man, I'm getting bit up in this place. Jeez. Scratch me on the camera. Right. Should we do another EVP, see what's going on?
Yeah, move into this middle bit here, bro. Move here, because I reckon there'll be more traffic.
Yeah, that's it. More activity going on.
Yeah.
Right, okay. What was you put in here for? Did you labour all day? Can you speak to us?
I heard something with my own ears.
Yeah, it was like a whisper, wasn't it? It's like it's weird, isn't it?
That was weird.
Yeah, nothing. Generally nothing. That's strange. It seemed like it was, something was happening.
These are definitely cells, bro.
Yeah, definitely cells. I wonder if it's worth doing necrophonic.
I wonder if that was a bed then. But it had a plug socket in here, mate. Do you reckon they'll have had been allowed electric? Oh, I reckon they would, mate.
No. Right, let's walk this way and see what else we can see. Seems like it's going dark now.
Yeah, it is. Very dark. Oh, wow!
What?
Is that what I think it is? Is that an old dumbbell or is it part of something? That to me, bro, looks like an old dumbbell.
Does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like a handmade dumbbell.
Thing is, they would have been doing that kind of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's heavy, that, you know.
Maybe.
If that is absolutely insane.
Wow, what happened here?
Just roofing it.
Bones everywhere. We'll run another EVP here, I reckon. Another EVP and then we'll do some necrophonic.
Yeah, alright.
See what's going on. What's that? Hey, what the fuck is that? Right, I'm gonna jump straight back on EVP and let's listen out, see what's going on. Is there any prison of... Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, did you hear it?
Woman's voice. Let me stop that and play it back because that was a bit weird. Straight off the bat, it was like...
Away, mate. There's something down there.
Did it say something about this place is like housed mostly females?
Well, a lot of females.
A lot of females, most of them were females, but like what I just heard then was like...
I don't know what I heard because I didn't like take it in.
Yeah, it was just like
I wasn't ready for it, yeah. Boy, it's happening again.
Hello?
Bro, let's have a look down here before we get in.
Is there any prisoner of war here? Any political prisoners? Can you tap on something? Mate, I was like, I don't know if that was coming from there or behind you. It's weird.
Listen. It's like someone tapping a rock.
Which is what they would have been doing, innit?
Oh shit, yeah.
Breaking up the rocks.
I swear that's what I just heard coming from down here. Oh, it's creepy now, mate.
It is, isn't it? Right, let me run back that EVP and I reckon we should do some necrophonic.
Yeah.
So we try to build something. Right, nothing on the EVP, but the question said, can you tap on something? You started hearing.
Yeah, tapping on a rock.
Tapping on like
Oh
a
my
rock
God,
or something.
yeah.
How weird is that?
That's a good shout. But do you know what I feel like when it comes to places like prisons and stuff? I feel like the people are too scared to talk to us. Because back in the day, they'd have been scared to talk to anybody.
Yeah, it's true actually, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? So that's what always gets me a bit like, is it because they're scared to talk to us or what?
Yeah.
Because in asylums, mate, think about it. I don't mean to be snide or nothing, but someone with a mental illness won't be bothered about talking to you half the time. They'd just ramble on, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So I think that's why we get better things in hospitals and prisons and that.
Yeah.
Not sure though. I know nothing about this.
Right, okay, so I'm going to put a REM pod right here. And I'm going to do a necrophonic session as well and see what happens. So we was literally just saying, you know, we've been having some good results with the EVP, the new one we've got, the dictaphone, but it's been quite quiet in here. But maybe it is referring back to what you just said about, you know, they don't want to talk because they're scared.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because can you imagine the punishment that they got for talking? Just talking. Just probably talking to each other would have probably gotten punished.
Yeah, innit? Right, I'll put the necrophone down here next to the REM pod.
How crazy idiots that run these places.
Hello? Can you speak to us? We'll hide. Was you a prisoner of war? Here. Sorry, I got some biting one. If you can see us and understand us right now, try use this device to speak with us.
Barely, mate.
Was it?
Yeah. My belly, mate.
Can you do this? Can you set this device off? You go towards that.
That's it, no talk.
No talk. You're free to what? You're free to talk to us now.
I can't.
Mate, what? Was that like tapping from behind? I was.
No idea, mate. I didn't hear it.
Was you held captive here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Does that say yeah down or something?
I don't know. I thought it went, yeah, no.
I'll have to check on the review. What did it used to make you do? It's not really coming through with anything like significant so far, is it? What the fuck was that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, mate.
I don't know which way it came from, but it echoed. That's my belly, guys. But ignore that.
Turn this off. We can hear your voice. What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
No, little tapping though. Shh. There were footsteps then, mate. They were footsteps then. I reckon there was 100% footsteps.
Yeah.
Because the echo as well was unreal.
Wow, did you hear that? Me. Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like someone rolling something with a squeaky wheel.
Do you know, yeah, and they had metal wheelbarrows, didn't they, with metal wheels?
Yeah, yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird, isn't it?
That's weird.
It's really weird. Right, let's grab my stuff. I'm just gonna try to keep moving as much as possible just to see.
Yeah, see where it pops up.
I don't know, it's weird.
Freaky, that.
It is freaky.
Especially when you're on a... Smell that? It smells nice. Smell like cooking.
Yeah, it was like cooking that then. Do you know what it smells like? Like dough.
Yeah, like bread.
Like bread. What the mate, that is so weird. It's actually really dark now as well. The camera looks a lot lighter from what we're seeing.
Guys, I've just walked out of there. I'm literally...
That's what it looks like in real life.
I've had to stick the camera in my arm because it smells fresh bread dough.
I'm just gonna keep it on auto.
Freaky, that.
Yeah, mate.
What the hell is that?
Don't know.
Keeping the camera rolling in my arm.
That's interesting. So we're going to move to a different part of the building now, just get another quick glance around, do some EVPs and spirit box before we wrap this video up. Because we have got a long walk to go back yet, we've got another 40-minute walk to get back to the boat. And we can't miss the boat because we'll be stranded on the island. Now, I know you guys probably want to see that, but we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it.
If we planned to stay here, we'd be prepared. But you can't stay on an island in shorts and t-shirt all night. You are going to freeze to death.
Definitely not. Yo!
Come on.
Which way are you going, man? Which way are you going?
Sam, we're just going to go and check them buildings we walked past. You know the ones just up there?
Mate, I've got a map here.
All right.
Right, so we just met with Sam and Jess, we're just looking at a map.
So these numbers, that 2, that's a camp. That's a camp. That's a camp.
What?
And that's a camp there as well.
No way.
But this is where we are here, innit?
No, we're here, mate.
So we're at a
Also,
small
we're at
section.
that bare bit.
No way. So they had camp all around the island.
Well, we're going to walk back to that, aren't we?
Yeah, but there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 camps altogether.
Wow.
No way.
And I was just saying that.
We're just at a small portion of it. So this is just saying a prison within a prison or something. So literally, obviously, this is another prison block. Oh yeah, look at this. It's like a weird yard or something. This building's pretty big.
Yeah, these are all 100% cell blocks. Look at them. They're definitely cell blocks.
Oh yeah, look. Got the bed still in here.
Yeah, it says 50 prisoners were in it.
50 prisoners were inside this one.
It said on the upper floor there, so it was a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah,
These are definitely cells.
yeah. So we're on the top floor right now. Wow, it's a big building, this. What? Oh wow. Yo,
Mate, it goes everywhere.
check that out.
Just walk around it, be right.
So literally,
Let's do a quick practice swap over there. Back down. Still on.
so we're going back downstairs to go into one of the cells with the beds in it. Let's do one more last EVP, and then we've got like 40-minute hike back to this boat. So we're in a rush to fly around these buildings and see what we capture. I think it's going to warrant a part 2 video. Right, so we're coming back into the first wing now. Let's see what the deal is.
Well, this is definitely going to sell.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Right. Let's run it.
Look at that, 86 to 91. This is old graffiti.
No way. Oh, it's shut down here, what was it?
88.
88. There's graffiti on there from 86. That's nuts.
That is so cool.
Right, okay, let's run it. Get ready, man. Is there any prisoners in here, in this block? If you can see us right now, can you come forward and speak to us into this device I got in my hand? Let's run it back. Nothing, man.
Pop another one off.
You still locked up in this cell? Are you a Yugoslavian prisoner of war? Or maybe even a Stalinist?
Yeah, it's some of that.
Yeah, there was
There's
some
some
really
there.
fun. It's like,
Yeah, I can't make out what he says. It sounds like something.
Sounds like a voice saying, stop. Cheer then.
Yes, Stalin.
Stalin. Stalin it says, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm sure I can hear it at the end now.
Weird, isn't
This
it?
one, yeah, that. There was something at the beginning. I hope I might pick that one up at the beginning there, because if I can play it back, that'll be loud on mine.
Yeah, it definitely said.
Do you not think that's a bit of a new light switch for 80 odd though? That is a new, that's too new to be 80 odd.
Strange now.
Someone hit me up if I'm wrong, but I probably am wrong.
Sounds like it's brand new still, that.
Mad, isn't it?
It's got a nice click to that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's switch, man.
Look at this.
Yeah.
What door on the shot in it? Metal ends. Yeah, it'll be locked, guys. It'll be locked off at one time, that.
So it's looking like the end of our prison investigation. Not enough time, not enough time. We need to find someone who's going to take us over and leave us for a lot longer and pick us up at night time. Yeah, it's been a long day, a very long day. Sam's still naked. Maybe he should be joining the Rabs.
Naked Sam, mate.
Naked Sam, mate.
Naked man Sam.
Naked man Sam. Oh well, night time is upon us. We're walking back to the boat. It's been interesting to see, don't get me wrong, but I think we're all a bit deflated. A bit, I don't know, morale's a bit low right
We're
now.
always like that though when we leave a spot unfinished. Always.
Yeah, it's definitely unfinished business on this island, 100%. Too rushed, we needed more time, but maybe we do a return. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video nonetheless. But the sky is just so nice. I've got a long walk to the boat. So if you did enjoy this video, please smash the like button, drop your comments, tell me what your thoughts are. Do you want to see part 2? We will come out to Croatia. If this video gets 5,000 likes, we'll specifically come back to Croatia just to spend 24 hours on this island. We'll sleep the night, we'll sleep in the prison cells. And yeah, so make sure, smash the like button, drop the comments if you want to see that video. But before I end, I just want to shout Sneak Energy again. For sponsoring the video, use code DATV on sneakenergy.com. Also, DATV official, the brand new merch has landed in the merch store. Help by bagging some merch and yeah, fund more trips such as this. It's been good, man. It's been good. We've had a good run. But we're out of here. We'll see you on the flip side.
Rolling in now in the pitch black.
Yeah, guys, is going to pick us up.
Guy's going deep.
But yeah, look at the sea
This is probably
urchins.
how many times he does it.
You don't want to step on the sea urchins, man.
Probably do it blindfolded.
Camera can see better than my eyes.
Is he coming?
I can see some. Yeah, I could see him.
Mate, the funny thing is, he's got a black dinghy and he's in pitch black.
Yeah, I can see him on the camera. Auto, 150.
Do you know what, this is so funny, this could just be a pirate rolling up in dark and we're just sat here like, yeah mate,
Yeah, it's not about that pirate thing at like this time of night.
Nah, but this is the type of place that would have them, innit?
Well, he's here, so that's the end of the video. It's been interesting, but maybe another time. Part 2, drop the comments below. 5,000 likes, I'll come back here, solely to Croatia, to a full-time paranormal investigation. 24 hours on the island, Croatia's Alcatraz, you already know.
I'm coming.
Yeah, of course we are. Everyone's coming. Yeah, we're all coming. Yeah. Oh, but I just want to shout Sneak Energy for sponsoring this video. Use code DATV on checkout. Also, DATVofficial.com, bag some merch, and yeah, help support more content. And hopefully we can get out of the UK more and travel further distances. But yeah, the guy is here.
Howdy ho.
Hello.
Good evening.
You okay to come?
What did I say on my joke? Slowly.
Hello.
No, what did I say on my joke? The present bite.
No, we actually thought
Cheers,
you were
brother.
turning around, but one of them.
Oh, was that my torch? Oh, my torch has gone in the water.
Has it?
Yeah, mate, it's gone as that.
You ready? Take it steady. Out of my mopedy.
Go on, you're there.
Rocking to the beat is heavy. Yeah. Come on, Jess, let's bust some moves. You ready? Yeah, party! Party on the prison island, mate.
Right, let's just get
That's how we
time.
do it.